Hello friends. Welcome to Tech Headlines. Topic for the day is interview questions and answers for back-end developer. 1. What is the role of a back-end developer? A back-end developer is responsible for creating and maintaining the server-side logic, databases, and APIs that enable the front end of a web application to function. They handle the behind-the-scenes functionality that powers the user interface. 2. What programming languages are commonly used by back-end developers? Back-end developers often use languages such as Python, Java, Ruby, PHP, Node.js, JavaScript, and C# to build server-side applications. 3. What is an API? An API, Application Programming Interface, is a set of rules and protocols that allow different software applications to communicate and interact with each other. It defines how requests and responses should be formatted and processed. 4. What is a database, and what are some popular types of databases used in back-end development? A database is a structured collection of data that can be easily accessed, managed, and updated. Some popular types of databases used in back-end development are MySQL, PostgreSQL, MongoDB, NoSQL, and Microsoft SQL Server. 5. What is the purpose of authentication and authorization in back-end development? Authentication verifies the identity of a user, ensuring they are who they claim to be. Authorization controls what actions or resources a user has permission to access or modify based on their authenticated role or privileges. 6. How do you handle user input securely to prevent security vulnerabilities like SQL injection? To prevent SQL injection and other security vulnerabilities, you should use parameterized queries or prepared statements, which sanitize user input and separate it from the actual SQL query. 7. What is the difference between synchronous and asynchronous programming? Synchronous programming involves executing tasks sequentially, one after the other. Asynchronous programming allows tasks to be executed concurrently, so one task doesn't block the execution of others. It's often used for handling tasks like network requests to avoid blocking the main thread. 8. What is caching, and why is it important in back-end development? Caching involves storing frequently accessed data in a way that allows it to be retrieved more quickly, reducing the need to fetch data from its original source. Caching can significantly improve the performance and responsiveness of an application. 9. What is the role of a web server in back-end development? A web server handles incoming requests from clients, such as browsers, and responds by serving the appropriate content. It processes requests, communicates with databases, and manages the logic needed to generate dynamic web pages. 10. How do you ensure the scalability of a back-end application? To ensure scalability, back-end developers use techniques like load balancing, horizontal scaling, adding more servers, and optimizing database queries. They also design the architecture with scalability in mind from the beginning. 11. What is RESTful API, and why is it widely used in back-end development? A RESTful API, representational state transfer, is an architectural style for designing networked applications. It uses HTTP methods to perform CRUD, create, read, update, delete, operations on resources. RESTful APIs are popular in back-end development because they provide a standardized and scalable way for different systems to communicate over the web. 12. How do you handle data validation and ensure data integrity in a back-end application? Data validation involves checking user input to ensure it meets the required format and constraints before it is processed. This helps prevent invalid or malicious data from causing errors. Data integrity is maintained through techniques like database constraints, normalization, and validation rules. 13. Explain the concept of middleware in back-end development. Middleware is software that acts as an intermediary between different components or systems. In back-end development, middleware often handles tasks like request processing, authentication, logging, and more. It sits between the web server and the application logic. 14. What is the purpose of a back-end framework, and name a few popular back-end frameworks? A back-end framework provides a pre-built structure and set of tools to simplify the development of web applications. Some popular back-end frameworks are Django, Python, Ruby on Rails, Ruby, Express, JS, Node.js, and Laravel, PHP. 15. How do you handle and secure user sessions in a back-end application? 1. User sessions can be managed using techniques like cookies or tokens. Cookies can store session data on the client side, while tokens, like JSON Web Tokens, store session data on the server side. To secure user sessions, use techniques like HTTPS, encryption, and regular session token expiration. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.